All right, guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So I want to go ahead and cover this right fast with you because it is big news. There's a big misleading bit of information out there, and it's coming from our government. Imagine that, right? There's a reason why we prep, because we just sick and tired of being lied to all the time. We can see through the BS and we can actually see what's going on. So that guy right there, we are not in a recession. There are more jobs. We're innovating with solar panels. Yeah, solar panels. Lithium batteries, electric vehicles, all this stuff. So, doesn't sound like a recession to me. Well, let's go over some facts right fast, guys. One, lithium batteries, you know, the lithium that you need for all this technology, for these electric vehicles, batteries for solar systems, all that stuff, that's kind of getting hard to get hold of. A lot of suppliers that actually make solar generators and things and batteries for solar systems are running into supply issues because we don't make it here in the United States. So with everything going on with the countries, yeah, you can say that you're making all this stuff, but if you're not making it, I mean, really, look at Taiwan with the deals and the shady stuff that's going on with Taiwan. And I don't blame Taiwan. I'm not blaming anybody on this stuff. There's a lot of crap going on that China is threatening to knock out a plane if one of our delegates go over there. If you've been watching the news, you know what I'm talking about. Our commander-in-chief just basically just tuck tail and run. You know, watch and see, guys. It's going to be she's the delegates develop like the coof or something else that, you know, they're going to back off. Have you ever seen America back off so much? But boy, we were right in the whole freaking thing going on overseas right now with the U country and the bear country. Well, we're right up in that. Now, somebody's got to cover their butt with all the embezzling and all that other stuff that they've been moving money around. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back on point. Recession. The government and the economics leaders and all this other stuff, half of them I've never heard of, but that's because I am not an economic expert, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn once. So there's that. And I did work as a bar back in a bar before. So does that make me an economic expert? No, it doesn't. So they are saying that the definition of a recession isn't the definition of a recession, although for the last, I don't know, 30 years it's been the definition of a recession. 2 negative quarters is a recession. They come out and they change the definition. Again, we already knew that was going to happen. They're going to keep denying it until we have a complete depression collapse. That's what's going to happen. And if we go global conflict, guys, you better have your stuff in order. All right, this isn't fear, this is facts. If this upsets you, you need to wake up. Most of the people that say that they're upset and all that stuff is because they're not really preppers. They just come over here because they saw it pop up in their feed and they got an agenda. So I'm not really worried about that. I'm talking to my fellow community here, preppers. You guys are preparing for stuff because we know things are happening. Boy, is it written everywhere. They are going to burn down this country with the economy. Look at the inflation right now. I believe the last report, and I'm sure I'm wrong a little bit, it might be higher, is like 9.1 as of June. 9.1% increase on inflation. That's big. The cost of food is up over 10% from this year, beginning of this year. The value of your dollar has dropped. The value of your savings, and this is what I've always spoke on, especially when they talk about raising minimum wage and all this stuff of, you know, mandatory $15 an hour. Everybody that's already worked all their lives and they've got their nest egg to retire on, your savings just lost value because the cost of housing has gone up. The cost of power has gone up. They can just shut off your power anytime they want to. Case in point, California. Yeah. Hopefully everybody that's in California right now, you have backups for emergency power when they start shutting things down because of the, you know, the wind's too high or whatever. whatever. I'm not going to get into the politics of that or if it's true or not. I'm just saying the facts are they will shut you down. Food is getting priced out. With the value of our dollar dropping, guys, get your supplies. Get your foods put back. Now, we have spent over 3 years talking about normal foods. Your canned goods, your dry goods, your pastas, your everything that you normally would eat. You know, walk up to the store shelf and pull something that has a shelf-stable life. All right? Now, your dry goods, guys, just depends on your storage. You're looking anywhere from 10 to 25 years. Depends on what it is and how you're storing it. If you're storing it correctly, you're going to have a long life on these things. When it comes to your canned goods, yes, we know the best buy date is only for the seller. All right, so they can sell you more stuff. They, you know, the best buy, the best tasting at the time. We know that expiration dates are not really expiration dates on everything. It again comes down to your storage of your food, how you stored it. I cannot tell you, please listen to me on this, I cannot tell you you can eat stuff that's past expiration. I cannot tell you that. The reason being, because someone catches, you know, gets sick because they didn't properly store it and it comes back on me, then I'm liable for giving misinformation. All right. Have I eaten expired food? Yeah, I have. Have I eaten rotten food out in the woods? Yeah. Fresh kills, stuff that other things left behind? Sure I have. Does it taste good? No, it don't. But what I'm saying, guys, get your supplies put up. With the trend and the denying of what's actually happening to our country, this recession, they're going to run this train to the ground until they cannot deny it anymore. By then, it's going to be way too late. And honestly, I think it's already too late. Get your supplies ready. It's not going to take long. So when it comes to food, guys, long-term food storage, those freeze-dry foods, you know, we work with a bunch of companies on that. We've been really pushing for Patriots and stuff. We're affiliated with all these guys. I recommend, and I tell everybody this, get your normal supply of food first. Your rice, your beans, your canned goods. Get up to, me personally, I'm going to tell you, me personally, what I've done. 2 year supply of a normal rotational stock. Now, a normal rotational stock, guys, is it a job to keep on top of? Yes, it is. It's a 7 days a week job. Every time you pull in something from it, you're replacing it with newer stuff, and it's constantly rotating out. You got to keep track of it. Everything that you've got, because the last thing you want to do is miss a bucket, and it's, you know, it's went past date for a very long time. All right, so you want to keep on this. Now, for those that don't have that availability where it's just too much to deal with, yes, long-term food storage is great, all right? If you don't want to buy through us, you don't have to. You can either go directly to the website and you can get their deals, things like that. They're more than happy to sell you the stuff. When you go through our affiliates, we make a percent. We do, all right? We do. On every sale, we get a set rate, set commission rate. Or if there's a company that I don't cover and you like better, get what you eat. Don't buy anything from me if that's not what you want to eat. Don't do that. Now, recently we've been discussing gold and silver for economic collapse, hyperinflation. Please listen to me on this. Do not put your money in gold and silver until you have food, you have water filtration, you have ways of storing water, rain barrels. I don't care if it's just a kiddie pool that you pull out underneath your rain gutter and collect. But if you're doing that, make sure you have a water filter that can filter out chemicals, arsenic, pesticides, things like that. Because if you have the old, you know, normal houses that has the asphalt shingles, there's chemicals in there. If you're just using a Sawyer Mini, that only works for bacteria. All right, it won't filter out that stuff leaching from the fiberglass and also the chemical process. Usually they use like kerosene with the tar and stuff on that, because your roof has tar and stuff on it made into the shingles. You need a filter that filters that out. So make sure you have that. Make sure you have medication stocked up. If you need medication to survive, get that stuff stocked up. Have a way of providing security for your family. Alternative power. You see, this is a solar farm is what that is. I've discussed that before. We actually live with our own solar grid. This is a solar farm that sells power back to a power company. All right, that's not even hooked up to our home or our family's home. This is just a solar farm. Discuss that. Alternative power. If you're reliant on medical equipment to sustain your life, CPAP machines, dialysis machines, things like that, that has to have power, you need to make sure you have a way of powering these things up. Solar generators, gasoline generators, all these things. With the price of gas the way it is, and they're all celebrating that they were able to knock down the price of gas, it's still costing twice as much than when all this stuff happened. So I'm not celebrating anything just because it's at $3.99. I was paying $1.80 something before all this crap happened, under $2. So no, I'm not celebrating. We'll never see gas go back down again. They keep on trying to blame the bear country for the fuel prices, and then want to blame the oil refineries and the gas companies for all this. No, when certain administrations started shutting down pipelines, trying to put a strain on the coal industry, gas, that's what caused the prices to go up, not what's going on over there with the bear country. It's complete misleading. It's complete untruthfulness when they actually get up there and speak. Be ready, guys. This recession, and it is a recession, I don't care what they say. 2 + 2 = 4. They'll tell you it's 5 or 5.5 or whatever. When a man is born, he's a man. Just because they want to call it something else does not make it facts. Facts is facts. The sun is out right now. It's hot as can be. That's a fact. Got cloudy skies. There's some green trees back there. That's a fact. The price of food is going to get worse. Food shortages are here. We've already seen what's known as shrinkflation. Your containers that you usually get, they cost a little bit more. Sure do. And if you actually look at the total weight inside the box, it's smaller. All right, guys, please make sure that you're stocking up. Tonight we have a live stream. I got my good friend Ryan from Prescott Caliber Club, and Praxis Prepper is going to be on tonight. So tonight at 7 Central Time, there should already be a link up for that video. We're going to be discussing all kinds of things about preparedness, and I hope I see y'all there. All right, guys, speak to y'all later.